People will inevitably fail, but those who rise up are truly strong. Bruce Beartilt, an unusual name for a samurai. But how was history to know what would become of him? A legendary figure to be sure, but the path to a legend is a rocky one. Many pitfalls, devious enemies, and benevolent allies await. His journey began with an incredible discovery. A helm of lordly quality worth over 50,000 gold. Enough to hire a caravan. But would the risk be worth it? Bruce instead decided to wear the helm himself. After all, it's important to protect one's mostly empty head. Now he ventures into TAKEDA territory in hopes of rising in rank. Hello and welcome back to Shokuho and the Dreams of Legends submod. If you want to check it out, by the way, there is a link in the description, and we're here at Okazaki as we are about to level up. Yes, we're about to level up. I know, it's absolutely immense. The amount of anticipation that we get for spending one focus point. I can't believe it. Yes, I'm joking, of course, but anyway, there you go. We're going to get another point in two-handed here because it has dawned on me that I probably won't be able to use a polearm for infantry combat. I'm probably going to need a two-handed of some kind, so we'll probably put a couple of points in that, at least for now. We're also going to be going for frugal here because this is definitely going to make a huge difference to our recruitment cost, wages, a little bit, obviously, 5%. Not really anything amazing to write home about there, but decent enough. Otherwise, there is actually another suspicious merchant quest here, and I gotta say, I think this quest is fantastic. I think this is probably one of my favorite quests. I don't actually know whether this was even in Shokuho before. I'm assuming it is, but it's something that is crazy good, because you actually get the opportunity, if you see here, to look at every single bit of loot that this guy has, and you're probably going to be getting a bunch of this when you manage to, well, defeat him, if you can. These goods are clearly stolen. You're coming with me, criminal scum. Yes, exactly. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay, we've got 21, and look at that. We're actually starting to be more powerful than our opponents. Obviously, as time goes on, that's going to naturally happen, but I'm kind of surprised to see it so early, but I guess that's not really too surprising considering we do have a significant amount of relatively, I wouldn't say high tier, but medium, mid-tier archers. And they're going to make a huge difference to how much damage we can do against these bandits. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually place these guys in a really devious position. I'm basically placing my archers into a place that is very difficult for the opponent to see. I don't know whether that's really going to make a difference because they're the AI, obviously, so they basically see through environment anyway, I guess. But the fact is, from a, from a roleplay perspective or a strategy perspective, I do kind of like to do things like that because it looks cool. I mean, look at that. We're getting our people shooting through the bushes there, shooting through the tree line to a small degree, and the enemy, technically, if we couldn't see, if we couldn't see the icons and stuff like that, they wouldn't really be able to see us that well. Maybe a handful of our flags and things like that, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, 3.8. Nice. 3.8 renown. I can't believe it. Yeah, we're actually having some really good luck with that. And you can see here exactly what I was talking about. Look at the amazing stuff here. I could go to Adani here, and we could literally sell this for 500. I'm thinking that's probably what we're going to do. I'm going to take... Well, I guess we should probably take a look, right? Before we move anywhere, we should probably take a look at Okazaki. Obviously, we... Oh, wow. This guy literally died from consumption. I have no idea who that is. Actually, you know what? I have to do something real fast. I am just going to save real quickly because I am a little bit worried that I might crash if I open up the encyclopedia. I did have a crash recently. Okay, no, never mind. Okay, yeah, it was literally just a mod that was causing that problem. All right, yeah, so we don't have to worry about that. Anyway, who is this guy? This guy right here? Is he the fellow that just died? I actually have no idea who just died. Kyujuro. Okay. Let me see. There he is. This guy. He literally died. Look at that. Mercenary. He was a mercenary company leader or just a regular member of that. And he is dead now. Obviously, we haven't met him, so I have no idea what he's all about. But yeah, very, very cool that we have that that possibility. I am a little bit worried that we ourselves are going to have that possibility, and we're probably going to potentially die from that. I don't know, but we'll see. Hopefully not. Not too early, at least. Not too early. You know, to be fair, I feel like we do need to probably find a wife. I feel like we probably need to find a wife relatively quickly, because otherwise we might have some issues managing to survive too long. Anyway, get a nice little perk there, clean thrust. That's pretty good. And we also have basically no level ups anymore. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess it's because my infantry are not really doing any damage, so I guess that kind of makes sense. We do have some Saikai mounted samurai here for 2,700. That's actually pretty good. 13 of them, no less, as well. The question is, yeah, so as you can see, we are 2 renown. I can't believe it. 2 renown away. I am going to go into the tournament with 47% HP. This is a little bit risky, because I mean, let's face it, I could probably die instantly anyway. It doesn't really matter what HP level I'm at, because most of the time, oh yeah, here we go. Nice headshot. Okay, let's let him shoot first. Nice headshot, and maybe we could get him again. Nice, there we go. Nice. That's what I like to see. All right, very good. Okay, here we go, here we go. 1 versus 1. Is it another... Oh, no, it's not a bow. What do we have? This nice polearm here. Should be relatively easy. This guy was just a regular peasant unit, so we obviously don't have to worry about him too much. And here we go. All right. Oh, hello. Okay. They are wanting to fight a little bit here. I'm trying to be a little bit of a scavenger there. I'm not trying to be a hero. I'm just trying to survive. And here we go. We have one extra fellow here from the Tokai, and they are probably, well, he would absolutely murder me if he could hit, but for some reason he basically just let us do that. But this is the cool thing. We got 3 renown from this. That means we are now clan tier 1, which means that our army is that much larger, which means I can now recruit some people from this town, and we might even get some Hatamoto units. Yes, there they are. All right, this is what I'm looking for. Oh, they are so expensive. They are so expensive. Look at how expensive these guys are. I'm literally spending 8,000 on 3 of them. I guess, should I do that? That is a terrible idea, isn't it? That is an absolutely terrible idea. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just take the militia peasants. I'm actually I'm a little bit disappointed now, because I thought to myself, yes, I will have the ability to recruit some extremely powerful units. And yes, we do. We do have the ability to do that, but unfortunately, it's just extremely expensive. All right, well, I should go to Adani for this. We should sell the silver here, sell the candles here, and then we'll keep all of the food apart from the miso as well as the lobster. Obviously, we'll sell those. Maybe the chestnut as well, but I kind of want to level up my steward skill a little bit, so I'm thinking we're probably just going to leave that. We're going to go to Odani with the jewelry. I think that's probably going to be the best idea. And we're getting another 6,500, which is quite nice. Now, technically, because we leveled up to clan tier 1, I do have that additional space, which would mean that I can recruit those Saikai mounted samurai. Let me actually just take a quick look at how expensive... Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, apparently it ticked over or something like that, and now the... now those guys are no longer available, which is somewhat sad, I've got to say. Yeah, somewhat sad. But I guess it doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. Anyway, where is Odani? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, let me just go back there real fast. My steward skill is actually leveling up quite nicely. We're pretty close to the next level as well, so it might make sense for me to spend some additional points in something like bow or whatever, because as I said in the previous episode, I feel like going for bow skill would be very fun. I don't know. I kind of miss using a bow, and this is the funny part. I literally haven't used a bow in so many series ever since they... Oh, hello. What's going on here? Ever since they changed how bow skill works early on. Okay, yeah, so these fellows have just died, and we have a new shogunate here. Oda Nobunaga has successfully marched on Kyoto and installed the Ashikaga Yoshiaki, not the, but has installed him as the new shogun of Japan. Although this was done with the intention of strengthening the Ashikaga, thank you very much, shogunate, Yoshiaki will soon realize he is another puppet shogun like Yoshihide before him. For now, the central authority of the shogun remains weak. Okay, well, there's another tournament here, actually, so we're probably going to end up doing that. Ah, here we go. We can literally get some of the skilled Saikai mounted samurai. Do we want to get some? Sure, why not? It's only 1,500. I don't think that's particularly expensive. And we can also sell the jewelry here for a massive amount. As you can see, we literally just paid for our new units, which is quite nice. Let's get some Sumter horses while we can. Want to try to make sure that we increase our abilities to, you know, have some really nice carry capacity and stuff like that. Really going to make a big difference later on down the line when we're going into battlefield looting, because there is a functionality, a mechanic in this game, which, well, shall we say, in Shokuho itself, that allows you to loot battlefields that have just been fought on. And I am very much looking forward to that, because you can get some extremely high quality gear from that. I gotta be a little bit careful here. There we go. Careful. There we go. Make sure that we don't... He's blocking a little bit. Okay. There we are. Nice. I'm just trying to catch him off guard with the rhythm that we're going for here. Oh no. Okay, yes. This polearm is not my favorite, even though I absolutely love this polearm in mods that I've played in the past. Most notably Gecko Kujo. I used to absolutely love the Naginata in that, but unfortunately in this, it is not my favorite. But there you go. Anyway, we'll see what we can do with a two-handed Nodachi, I assume we're going to get our hands on. Okay, there's a nice headshot. Maybe we can get another one. There we go. Okay, not a headshot. Ah, see now that we got to be a bit careful. Can't get ourselves shot like that. Okay, we have this. 46 damage. Ooh, she moved just at the last moment. She's got good bow skill, so she's a little bit faster than I am. There we go. All right, nice. We did get some, actually pretty decent bow skill right there. Not too bad. We are up against her, so this is going to be a bit problematic. Okay, let's see. There we go. Thankfully, it doesn't seem as though she has particularly good helm armor, so I am able to deal pretty decent damage with our headshots. Gonna just go for some random body shot here. There we go. Nice. And that is it. Very good. Look at that. And we did get our hands on some decent shoes. I personally don't feel like we need this. I think this is less good than what we purchased beforehand. I'm actually very surprised we got our hands on such good armor so early on. So very happy about that. Let's actually take a quick look. Oh no, it's actually much better. It's actually much better than what I was using. Okay, that's great. I am very pleased about that. These look cool, actually. If I had a better armor piece, we would actually be looking really professional. But as it is, we are not. No, we're not looking that professional right now. Yeah. I kind of want to replace my armor, just purely because bare legs doesn't really give fearsome armor, fearsome opponent really that much, but I guess maybe it does. I don't know. It depends. It depends on who you are, and it depends on what your style is, I suppose, but yes. Anyway, we'll just move on for now. Let's actually just take a quick look here. No, special weapon order. I'm probably not going to do that. I would like to recruit some of those Hatamoto units, but we need to try to figure out a nice way to generate money without me having to really be too concerned with it. So what I'm going to try to do is I will try to get some caravans. I do very much like a nice little caravan business that does tend to provide the highest return on your investment, at least passively. You know, workshops are a little better in the more up-to-date version of Bannerlord, but in this version 1.2.12, not really. Ooh, caravan ambush. I would... Okay, we're not going to be able to do the caravan ambush. Or can we? Can we do the caravan ambush if I get myself some of these gunners? We might be able to make it work, actually. We might be able to do it. I'm kind of intrigued. I would love to, actually. Yeah, you know what? See, now, but what do I spec into here? What do I spec into? I think we're probably going to have to spec into endurance, and we'll get ourselves a little bit in athletics here as well. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do the caravan ambush. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk this. This is a little bit worrying for me, but I think we should be okay. I mean, technically, we should be fine. I don't think that there should be any real cause for concern here, but I don't... Oh, no, never mind. I was actually very worried that we were going to be facing... Oh, they're actually pretty good. Never mind. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's going to be bad, but I was worried that we were going to be facing something like 50, right? I was worried about, you know, because that quest kind of only pops up when you have the next clan tier, as far as I remember. So let's be a little bit careful here then. So what we're going to do... Oh, hello. Oh yeah, I have these guys. Yes, I forgot about that. I actually recruited those, didn't I? Alright, so yeah, we are basically just going to tell our cavalry just to charge in. There is no real reason not to. Nice damage. Oh, wow, that guy is going to feel it next Sunday, thank you very much. Or in the next lifetime. That's what he's going to do. Yeah, I'm a little bit slow on this particular polearm. Thank you very much. I'd like to see if we can maybe prevent the caravan from losing too many forces. This is going to be an exceptional way for us to level up as well, by the way, because these fellows actually have significant experience gain for someone such as us. Because we are very, very low in pretty much all skills. So it's going to be super nice if we can actually make that work. Obviously, it's a little bit easier said than done, but we can try it out. Nice damage right there. And can we do a little bit of something extra? I feel like... Wait a minute, this was way, way easy. This was a lot easier than I thought, to be honest. I thought we were going to have some huge problems. Okay, let's just tell everyone to charge in, just to make sure that everyone is within range and all that stuff. Make sure we can get these guys dead as soon as possible. And yeah, it does seem as though we have this in the bag, which definitely kind of reframes my entire, well, perspective, I guess. Because what we're really wanting to do is become a mercenary. We want to become a mercenary as soon as possible. And I think we can probably... Can we do that now at tier 1? I think we can probably do that at tier 1. I'm going to take a look at the clan tier screen after this and see exactly what's going on here. I'm going to actually just speed up the game real fast just to make sure that we can kill that last guy. There we go. And we will now... Oh yeah, 6.2 renown. Yes, give me that. Okay, we are going to need a lot of renown here. We're getting 3 leadership as well. Pretty nice. There is a two-handed. Yes, give me the two-handed. I'm going to take away the one-handed. Going to use the two-handed. And yeah, oh, hello. We have a new horse as well. Look at that. Yes, okay, this is great. Wow, we're getting so lucky with our loot. Really, really nice. I'm very surprised, actually. Usually, I'm not going to say usually I don't get lucky, but I think it is actually... we're having a better time this time around than we've had in some time, so I think that's really, really nice. Anyway, let's see. Oh, Nara is infected. Ooh. Battlefield remains. Look. Battlefield remains. I'm going to go over there. Oh. The game just crashed. Alright, so I won the battle for a second time, and we got less renown this time for some reason, I think. Did we? I think we got less renown anyway. Yeah. So, I did take some extra damage this time around as well, and as you can see, we actually got less... What? Why are we getting less good loot? Okay, well, at the very least, we do have a katana here. I'm probably going to end up doing some... I I'll probably end up doing some smithing or something like that as well, because I would like to create my own weapon at some point in the future, because creating your own weapon does have a much greater chance of finding something super, super nice, or at the very least being able to create something that you're actually going to be enjoying using, something that's very, very satisfying to use in combat. Anyway, I have to be a little bit careful now because I don't want it to crash again, so I'm just going to save. Just going to be a little bit careful here. And I don't even know what I could really do, to sort of prevent that from happening, but I guess we'll just cross our fingers and hope, eh? Okay, we're getting some hepatitis going on there. All right, let's see. Is this still? Ah, okay, that's still infected. Let's not go that way. I wonder if it's going to crash if I interact with Nara. That might be the issue there. There's quite a few people dying as well, hilariously enough. Oh, blood is sharper than swords. Okay, I'm actually not entirely sure what this quest is all about, so let's take a quick look at it. Now, the question is, what did I want to spec into again? I think we spec'd into athletics before, didn't we? And endurance. So we will do both of those. And yeah, then I will sell my prisoners. Ooh, we can get some more Psyche mounted samurai. They're actually pretty good, and they're really cheap for some reason. Okay, I think that's pretty good then. Okay, yeah, we'll do something like that, and then we'll just sell everything else that we can here. Yeah, I need some arrows, actually, hilariously enough. You know what? Actually, no. My bow is my bow that I just looted is apparently really good. What's up with that? Oh, we got some throwing knives here as well. You can have some kunai. You can actually do some really cool things with that. All right, yeah, well, whatever the case, let me actually just take a quick look here. 2 piercing damage, 2 cutting damage. Okay, well, we want piercing damage, obviously, so I'm just going to buy that. How many do we have? 16 of them only? All right, well, we're not going to have that many chances to hit things, which is somewhat unfortunate, because I am very, very well known for being the most accurate person ever. Yes. No, not at all, actually, but yeah. Anyway, 2,000 for us, and let's do the Blood is Sharper Than Swords quest. Hello there, sir. Alright, interested in some detective work? Really? Okay. Once a week, after I've finished a batch of swords, my son takes them to a nearby city. Have the money I've been... Ah, okay, wait. This is this thing again. Alright, okay, I see. I know this. Okay, so we basically just have to follow him. We have to follow the sun. There he is. Alright, let's be careful. I need to make sure that I'm not... There we go. Suspicious people. Hello there. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Okay, let's go in. Nice. Oh, and we're having something happening here. War is being declared. War is being declared. Okay. And here we go. Okay, so yeah, this guy's obviously going to try and bribe us. I will not accept your pitiful bribe. And we will be murdering him instead. There we go. Yeah, but now we are so significant. We have a really, really nice amount of combat strength, which it further compounds the fact that we need to become a mercenary. That is the thing that we really, really need to do. It's going to be exceptional if we can actually manage to do that. I am going to basically just go for it here. I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and I'm just going to go straight on in. Try to do as massive damage as I can. As you can see, the mounted samurai are doing a fantastic job. And, oh yeah, actually, I remember those guys. Yeah, they're actually like tier 4s. I think they're capped out at tier 4. I think so, because the Psyche are obviously really, really good at using guns, from what I remember. That's what we used in our original Shokuho series. And they were amazing, you know, because you could actually get these guys that had massive guns, and they would do... they would have very, very large range, large AoE damage, you know, stuff like that. Very, very powerful, very, very, very powerful people. Let's see. Nothing else here. Pack horse. Pack horse, though. That's pretty nice. And the fall of the Triple Alliance, the fragile Triple Alliance between the Takeda, Hojo, and Imagawa clans has finally collapsed. The Takeda have invaded the Suruga province of the Imagawa with the help of the Tokugawa, but the Usugi has agreed to come to their aid. Now the Takeda clan face a two-front war with minimal allies, which will decide the fate of the Chubu region. All right. Well, and none of this actually has any impact on us because we obviously don't have any real influence in any of that, which is kind of unfortunate right now. But hopefully, we will be able to sometime soon. Like I said, I kind of feel like we just need to. What we need to do right now is kind of just choose which faction we really want to go with. So we're going to see what happens there. And as you can see, they have we've now made peace because I technically declared war against the gunsmith's son somehow. But yes, we apparently did that. Anyway, we are going to actually, I think, be going over to... Might be cool to join the TAKEDA clan, to be honest. I'm thinking maybe we want to do that. So Kofu is over there. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go over to Fukashi at the moment. I think that's probably going to be the best course of action. And then we're gonna try to ingratiate ourselves there. We'll try to become a mercenary if we can. That's going to be our best bet in terms of making cash. Obviously, if I want to get myself a companion, I wouldn't mind doing that. Obviously, getting a... What? He literally just died. Did you see that? Okay, I don't think he actually died. I think that is just literally a just a formality for the game's mechanics or whatever. But yeah, I actually don't know. But let's just you know, avoid that. Okay, so the question is, do I want to... No, I don't want to use the simple katana. I actually would like to purchase a new weapon, to be honest. Is there a katana here that I could actually use really, really handily? We have one of these. 75 cutting damage. Is this really good? I mean, it does 70... Yeah, I mean, 75? That's pretty good, no? I feel like that's pretty good. Let me actually just take a quick look. It's a massive... I mean, it technically counts as a polearm in comparison to counting as a two-handed weapon. Or should we say two-handed sword of some kind. So yes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're going to be doing anything with that. But what we will be doing is doing this dueling location right here. I'm very, very interested to see what's going on with that. Because as far as I'm aware, in Dreams of Legends... I'm going to save real fast. I have to be careful with that. In Dreams of Legends, there are a number of legendary weapons and also armor and stuff like that. And it would be very, very cool if I could get my hands on that. Not sure if I can defeat this guy. It's very unlikely. Let's just say that. It is extremely, extremely unlikely for us to do it. Let's go for Sweeping Wind. We'll go for a little bit more in two-handed. Let's go and approach the figure. I'm at 55% HP, by the way. So if this guy hits me one time, I'm probably dead. So I guess that's going to provide us with a little bit extra. Let me just see my two-handed. Oh, it's pretty awful. Yeah, it's not really going to work out too well. But I guess we could try it out. We'll see what happens, eh? We'll see what happens. Maybe I'm going to do okay here. Hime Musha. Okay, I see you carry a weapon. Would you care to test your skill with it? Sure, I think you'll find me a skilled challenger. We'll see just how skilled you are. We will fight with wooden weapons till one of us can no longer fight. I will be fighting with a bow staff. I will fight with a katana, of course. Thank you very much. Alright, here we go. Okay. She's not actually that highly skilled right now. I just do 0 damage. That's one thing that we have to be very aware of. I think we've got this. Or not. Ooh, no. Okay, thankfully it's a wooden weapon. That's all I can say. Oh, wow, we did it. Okay, I'm surprised. You were a skilled opponent indeed. Imponent, I said. Yeah. You were a skilled opponent indeed. I must work on my form. May your future battles end in victory. Okay, so the question is, what did we get? Did we get anything? Ah, nearby notables in these places will hear of your victory. And you've also received several items after winning your duel. Let's have a look. We got a Tengu mask, as you can see right there. And we also got no weapon. No, we just literally got a Tengu mask. Okay, that's actually quite funny. Yeah, so we are otherwise just going to continue onward then to Fukashi. I think that's probably the best course of action. We do want to try and find a vassal. that is from that faction so that we could potentially join them. There is a tournament going on there. I think we can probably forego doing that, even though I personally really like the tournaments in this. So maybe we won't skip it too much, but I don't really want to consistently do tournaments. So yeah, we're gonna otherwise... hello, is this you? Yes, this is someone. Hello there, sir. I would like to join this guy. There we go. My sword is yours for the right side. 250. Oh yeah, there we go. That is what I'm talking about. That is absolutely fantastic. Oh, and there is an enemy immediately. All right. Wow, they are at war against so many people. Look at this. What is this? We're at war against four different enemies. This is crazy. Okay, yeah. So we've got the level 50 here for our steward skill. We're going to be going for drill sergeant, I think. Yep. That makes the most sense. Now, what I would like to do is... Yes, a caravan ambush. Okay, can we get any luckier? Really? I was talking about that in the previous episode, how I was just like really surprised how we were getting so lucky with a variety of our pieces of loot and you know, all kinds of stuff like that. And wow, wait a minute. We've got some crazy cool stuff here, actually. That is much better. This is much better than what I was using beforehand. Okay, yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's have a look. Do we have the ability? That is a relatively decent two-handed sword. It is very little the difference, though, in comparison to what we're using. So probably not going to be particularly useful for us at the moment. And here's a surgeon. Okay, well, this guy actually would have been really nice to join us if I was not also doing medicine. So I'm just going to leave him alone. And I think we'll do the caravan ambush. We're up against some manhunters in the caravan ambush. All right. Okay, I always love going in to any kind of battle in Shokuho. I don't know what it is. Is it something in the water? Do they put something in the water that makes it just so extremely enjoyable? I don't know. I guess it is just because of the lack of shields. I've obviously talked about this beforehand. I think that the ability to just utilize a ranged weapon and not have it be extremely difficult to use, as in it's going to get blocked, you know, the projectile's going to get blocked by any number of things, and then you do 0 damage. It's very unsatisfying. Whereas in this, obviously, there is no shield to speak of. So it's a lot easier and or a lot more fun to be able to deal that damage. So yeah, I personally love that. Now if we can just capitalize on the fact that these enemies are clearly actually going to be doing some... Wow, they're actually pretty good. Look at that. They're getting quite a few kills on us right here, which is not exactly great, but you know, what can we do? I could get out my bow. Can we do some damage with the bow? There is an enemy over here. And it looks as though... I'm not entirely sure if he's even in pursuit of this other guy or whether he's just running away. No, he is actually in pursuit of him. Well, that was misguided. That was funny. Anyway, one thing we do have to be a bit careful of is going into a battle and not having any real idea of who we want to target. Because when it comes to actual high value targets, as in if we see Hatamoto units or if we see any kind of samurai class of unit, then usually they're going to be the ones that you want to try to focus on as much as possible. Because they're going to be the hardest, you know, they're going to be the biggest damage. And the main reason why I'm talking about that, obviously, is because we're about to go into some potential vassal battles. We suffered a deep cut. Look at that. We suffered a deep cut. Okay. I have no idea what that means. So I guess we're gonna see. I guess we're gonna see what happens with that. But yeah, very interested. Nice new bow. Okay. Anything else there? No, not really. Okay. So what does deep cut mean? What does that mean? Is it just that I'm a little bit injured. Does it mean that I have a scar now? I actually have no idea, but there you go. We completed the quest. We got 1,500, of course. That is amazing. And we are also going to be doing a bunch of extra tasks and so on and so forth around here. Okay, so let me just sell these guys. Let me have a look at the health status, and let me search. And we're going to be searching for Bruce, of course. There he is. Okay, he has a deep cut. What does deep cut mean? I actually don't know. What does the deep cut mean? What if I search for Bruce on here? That doesn't seem to say anything at all. So I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. What does it do? Ah, wait a minute. I see. Ah, okay. What it does is it reduces my max HP. It reduces my max HP at the moment. Okay, so what does that mean? Can I remove that? Is there a way for me to remove it? I don't know. I'm assuming that it will be removed in time, but if we want to go into a battle straight away afterwards, we are going to have less HP to work with, which in my opinion, I feel like that seems pretty cool. I think that's a pretty nice little, shall we say, consequence of taking damage in a battle, you know? I think that that really does make a big difference. And, ooh, okay, hello. We've got combat tips. Gonna be going for combat tips. Thank you. Yep, that is always nice. Let's go and actually take a quick look here. Okay, pretty decent reward. Might as well do it. You know, we generally need as much cash as possible. I'm thinking of actually purchasing a workshop. I know, I said I wouldn't do that, but I'm thinking, is that easier and or better in regards to cash generation than a caravan? From my perspective, probably not. I do think a caravan is going to be exceptionally good, but we also have to be aware that maybe it's going to be trash, because maybe our caravan is going to get attacked by any number of bandits, and then the bandits themselves will just make everything nightmarish to deal with. We won't be able to form any caravans, and they're just going to get immediately picked on, and that's obviously not what we want. We want to be able to have impunity. We want to be able to trade with impunity as much as possible, but obviously it is a little bit tricky when there are so many bandits around. But the thing is, are there that many bandits? I don't know. That's the thing. Gotta be a little bit careful here. Nice. Let's try and beat him off the bat. Nope. Okay, never mind. That doesn't seem to be working. I can avoid most of the attacks though, thankfully. And there you go, nice and easy. And we're getting a really nice piece of armor right there. I'm actually kind of hesitant to think maybe it's actually going to be better than what we have. It is unlikely. Let's just say that. I think it's probably unlikely. Let's take a quick look. No, it is not better than what we have, but we can sell it for 570, which is pretty nice. We can actually sell all of this stuff, and we can sell all the bows. We could sell... should I just... Wait a minute. Balanced old katana? Apparently that's better than what I was using beforehand. Why did I not see that? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm going to sell all of this, even the thing that we purchased beforehand. I think I'm pretty happy to do that, and let's just sell some of this stuff as well. Yeah, sell the stone, silver, very nice. Let's sell the crab here too. We're going to get it 3,000. Such a significant amount. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and get Mr. Surgeon Man. 3,700. Are you joking? Okay. This guy better be amazing. I'm just gonna say that now. He better be amazing. He better be so good at being a caravan master, which, no, let's face it, he's probably not going to be. But let's just say that if he's terrible, then, well, we'll see very quickly if he's terrible, because he's probably going to get himself taken prisoner or something like that. But we can only hope that, because, I mean, I picked a funny time to actually get a caravan, because we're at war against 4 different factions, so it's probably not going to work out too well. We do have this quest once again. This is actually, as I said before, about the Suspicious Merchant quest. This is one of those quests that is really very lucrative, and definitely something that you want to try to do as often as possible, at least in my opinion. I feel like they are just way too good to miss out on. Even if you are a little bit later on in the game, you know, let's just say like me, for example, right now, I technically shouldn't maybe really be doing these quests anymore because they are simple, you know, they are pretty simple for us to deal with now that our army is much, much more proficient. However, I feel like the rewards far outweigh the small amount of effort that we have to do to actually complete it. But I guess we'll see. We have 30 enemies, okay. And, well, we have a significant amount of power here, and these guys have no mounted units at all to speak of. So it's going to be relatively simple for us to do exactly what I just did, which is just run them through. And, yeah, look at that damage. Look at that damage. I guess this does give me an opportunity to inflict a lot of damage and get good experience for it at the same time. With very, very little, well, shall we say, I wouldn't say little, but a small amount of threat, right? A small amount of threat, because as you can see, we're not really taking that much damage at all, thanks to our armor, of course. I mean, we were, at the very beginning of this series, taking a lot of damage from these rock-throwing guys, but nowadays, not so much. So that's obviously a nice change. And the thing is, I feel like a vassal. We need a vassal. That's what we need right here. My forces are not actually that bad, you know, thanks to the Saikai, the Saikai mounted samurai that we randomly decided to recruit. And I think, yes, these fellows have no idea. They are absolutely 100% dead there. There you go. 2.8 renown, 5.4 influence. I'm looking for the influence mostly, but the renown is definitely obviously going to be a nice side effect. And there we have it. Okay. So now we can make our way back to the merchant. He's going to be super, super pleased. I think he's going to get us literally like, how much is he going to give us? Like 1,000 or something like that. And that's just free money at this point, right? That's just free money. Let's just take a look. The caravan is... the caravan is actually giving us 200, which is decent-ish. I wouldn't say fantastic, but decent. And as you can see, we have these guys. Okay, so they can actually get axes, as well as kana saibos, okay. And we could go for some heavy cavalry as well with these Tosan guys. I'm not entirely sure if I really want to do that right now, because we're very... I don't know, see, that's the thing. I talked about that in the previous episode too. Swapping out lower tier troops for these higher tier samurai-based units. It may very well be that we need to do that. But I'm not sure if we want to do that just yet. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to get another point in bows, even though I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to use one. Probably in a siege, let's face it. I will probably use one in a siege. It's going to be the most useful place. And there we go. Another 1,000. Thank you very much. And we can now make our way over to... Ooh, okay. The question is, how close am I to... I'm very far away. I'm very far away from the next clan tier level. That's kind of sad. There is a duel location here, though. I wouldn't mind doing one. Just purely because, with the exception of the fact that maybe we do have the ability to win these, I am kind of hoping that we're going to be getting a really nice reward, whatever it may be. Obviously not a Tengu mask. I think that was a joke. I think they're mocking us there a little bit. But yes, I think it's the same person. Okay. I think you'll find me a skilled challenger. I will fight with a katana. Thank you very much. All right. Well, for me personally, I don't think this is going to go particularly badly. I mean, you can see here that she literally went for the block, even though I had basically opened myself up massively from that first failed whiff. Okay. Just going to continue attacking the body by the looks of things. The body is the most damage that we can get on her. If I hit the head, I do a lot less damage for some reason. But there you go. All right. Let's see what we get. It was pretty simple for us to do that. I was kind of a bit worried about that. Okay, we got 2 renown for it as well. Did we get something? Look at that. Okay, well, here, this is the funny thing. If I didn't have this amazing lordly Kabuto, then I would literally have this now, which does actually give us something that we can sell for 8,500. I mean, really, how can I say no, right? How can I say no? That sounds really, really nice. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. And next time we'll try to get into some vassal battles. I would love to be able to. I think the first thing I should do probably is restructure my party. So what you're going to see me doing is getting rid of the Ashigaru as well as the various other peasant type units. And I'm going to try to recruit a bunch of samurai instead. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.